In this video, we're going to be looking at editing signs using command blocks. So let's put a sign down. I'm going to put mine here and leave it blank. I'm going to put down a command block and pop a button on top. There we go. And now let's start with the text. So we are going to do data merge with block, and we need the coordinates. So let's say done. Let's point at the sign and do fill tab 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 to get the sign's coordinates. And let's put those in there. And open and close curly brackets. We're going to write something on line 1. There we go. And we need apostrophe, apostrophe, and in there, curly brackets. Then we're going to have speech marks, colon, speech marks, speech marks. In the first one, we're going to say, this is going to be text. And then the next one, the text we're going to say. So let's say, hello. Hello, there we go. And if we want to clear it, we can clear it this way. There we are. So this is the general format. If you're just doing text, however, there is an easier way to do it. We can remove all of this and we just have apostrophe, apostrophe, and then inside there we have speech marks, and then inside the speech marks we have hello. Oh, hello. There we go. Much easier if you're just doing text. So we can put some spaces in there to see what that actually is. These spaces won't be counted, but if you put spaces here, they will be counted. So that will push the text off to the left. And if I do it on the other side, it will push the text off to the right. Like so. What if we wanted to actually surround our word with speech marks? Well, then we need to say brackets, brackets, slash, sorry, a special character is coming, and that special character will be speech marks. And at the end, slash, slash, that says a special character is coming, speech marks. Now we have speech marks either side. What if we wanted to slash? Well, to do a slash, you actually have to do 4 slashes. So 4 slashes equals 1 slash on the sign. There we go. So that's the text done. Let's put something else on. Let's go to text 2, line 2, colon, apostrophe, apostrophe, open and close brackets, speech marks, colon, speech marks. Now this time, instead of doing text, we are going to do a selector. And I am going to select the nearest player. And there is the nearest player, which is me. So we could put things in there. We say the nearest player who has a score of so-and-so. We could put the nearest player who is wearing diamond armor, whatever selector you want. Now let's put something on line 3. So let's clear out line 2. Line 3, apostrophe, apostrophe, curly brackets. Now I'm going to put a score on line 3. So let's say score. There we go. We've got speech marks, score, speech marks, colon, open and close curly brackets. And then inside the curly brackets, we want speech marks, colon, speech marks, comma, speech marks, colon, speech marks. Okay, the first one is going to be the name of the player we get the score from. So name, this you can either type their name. So I could type their name like that. But you might not know their name, so we can also use selectors in here. So nearest player. And the next one is going to be objective. And I'm going to check the objective my score. Okay, so done. Nothing's happened. Well, we don't have an objective called my score. So let's add one. And it's a dummy. Now what happens? Still nothing, because I don't actually have a score. So we have the objective, but I don't have a score. So let's add to the nearest player my score 5. what happens now? Now we've got a 5. We could add 5 more. Now we've got 10. If we change this to always active and repeating, now when we change the score on the sign will automatically change. Well, that's pretty handy. Okay, let's set that to need redstone and impulse again. What if we want to mix 2 together? So, text 4, apostrophe, apostrophe. Let's put open and close square brackets, because we're going to have 2 things. That's going to be one of them, comma, that's going to be the other one. So, there's our speech marks, colon, speech marks as usual. And we're going to have 2 bits of text. Text, hello, and we'll put a space there. Otherwise the 2 texts will be touching each other. Hello, hello you. Okay, putting 2 texts next to each other is pretty useless because, well, we could just put that in one text, couldn't we? We could just say, hello you, like that. But what we can do is we could put one as text and we could have the other as a selector. So we could have hello at nearest player. Now it says hi at infernal device, but you'll see I didn't leave a space there. Let's put that space in. There we go. Hi infernal device. It doesn't leave you much space. What I find this is useful for is for putting in a score. So let's affect line 1. And let's remove everything. Back to here. So we're going to have 2 things. There's number 1. There's number 2. Number 1 is going to be some text. And my text is going to say score space. Now, this one we will have as an objective, score. So like we did before, and the name will be, let's go to the end so we can see, the name will be the nearest player, and the objective will be my score. Done. Now that's good. Now on line 1 we've got score, so we can have different scores. We could have maybe a number of lives. Your lives equals 3. You've killed 5 zombies, yeah, which we could do. So let's set our score. Let's change this from my score to zombies killed. Now we don't have that objective, so let's make one. Scoreboard objectives, add zombies killed. What type is it? It is Minecraft.killed Minecraft.zombie. There we go. So now we've got a new objective. I don't have a score. Let's make a little house here because it's daytime. There we go. Put you in there. In you go. And I'm going to kill you. Sorry. Now have we got a score? Now we've got 1. Now we've got 2. So we can use that to display how many zombies we've killed, how many lives we've got, maybe how much money we've got, any objective we want. Now what about clearing it? Let's clear the sign. So let's go all the way back and get rid of all of this. Text 1. Now text 1 we are going to set to, we're just going to do that. Apostrophe, apostrophe. Now text 1 is cleared. But we want to clear all of them. So comma, text 2, comma, text 3, colon, apostrophe, apostrophe, and text 4. And now our sign is clear. Okay, nice and easy. So that's how we can use signs to display information, objectives and player names, and how we can edit signs that are in the world.